Pot of Greed is banned in Yu-Gi-Oh for a reason, for giving you a +1. A random +1 is insanely good in Yu-Gi-Oh. So being able to get a searchable Super Poly as a +1 is ridiculous. But like that seems to be commonplace in Duel Links. How to fix Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. As you've been able to see so far in all of our games, we have pretty much played against heroes the majority of the time. I think we're going to go into that. Mekklord releases some great Duel Links content. If you haven't checked him out, definitely check him out. I like watching his videos. He's always keeping the Duel Links community alive. Let's see what he has to say.
Hello everyone, to a new Mekklord video. Today's theme is how to fix Duel Links. To be completely fair with Konami, preemptive hits to Ghost Streaks and Agents both made sure that these decks went even more obnoxious than they already ended up being. But then again, if these decks ended up being obnoxious in the first place, it was because they both received completely bonkers skill that just...
Yeah, are we going to talk about this? Like, think about this. From Konami's perspective, they are preemptively nerfing cards, putting cards on the ban list, when the real problem is the fact that these skills are existing in the first place. Why limit and ban cards ahead of time when we could just not print a broken skill? Crazy. Who would have thought of that? Who would have thought of that?
The issue is that this ban list does nothing to address the emergencies currently plaguing Duel Links and making it really unpleasant.
Like the FTK that we just got clapped by? Yet another hero player. Just kidding. They're actually not playing heroes. Check this out. Magical Mallet. Let's just go neg 1. Let's go neg 1, guys. No. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. This is the FTK. I hope this fails. Nah. I don't know if this game is going to be as good as the last one. No. GG. That's crazy. Thank you for playing Duel Links. That is crazy, right? There's just a very consistent FTK in the game. At the end of the day, the point of the ban list is to stop the broken cards that are going on. They're not fixing the FTK. They're clearly not fixing heroes. It just seems like they're out of touch with what us as Duel Links players even want in the first place. They could have had these cards on the limited list and also stop the FTK.
Don't worry, I did a modicum of game design in my career, and I'm sure that I can fix every single problem with Duel Links' current format in the span of like 10 minutes or so. So let's get to it. The way I see it, the game currently has 4 major problems as far as the metagame is concerned. Imitation FTK, Hero/Dragonic Contact.
Top 2, already agree. Fix those.
Pendulum Rebellion OTK, and last but not least, Predator Plants.
I feel like they're forgotten about a lot of the time because it's not heroes, but Predator Plants are also crazy. The only reason why they see less representation is because heroes are so much better. But yes, if we did get rid of the imitation FTK, if we did get rid of heroes, Predator Plants would start going rampant again, and it would be crazy.
First is to ban imitation. There's no going around it.
Isn't imitation a free-to-play card anyway? Like, why do we need this card? Why does this need to be in the game?
Imitation is the problem card. It is the one that the FCK is focused around. I think it would be wrong to hit the several draw engines that these deck is using. Leave Dark Lords alone, leave Trading alone, but do touch up the skill a little bit also, because the skill is
also a problem.
You see, Destiny Drop Pride and Soul is not only an FTK enabler, it is also a low rank Cup Stomper because of the innate ability to just produce a 5000 beta that can kill your opponent in one go. I thought it'd be really funny if you had to wait 25 turns to make this skill activatable, because it's the 25th anniversary card, you know, but that might be a bit too much. 4 turns is like more.
That would just completely like nerf the skill to the ground, which honestly, I don't even know why they released the skill in the first place. Like, they had to know some degeneracy would come out of this. Like, I don't know what designer saw this at Konami and was like, yeah, we should definitely pass Destiny Drop Pride and Soul. I actually think that a lot of the problems in Duel Links, and I think I'll probably make a video covering this eventually, stems from these skills. The entire reason why this FTK is available in the first place is because we have Destiny Drop Pride and Soul. The problem isn't the fact that FTKs exist in the first place, because they're always going to exist. Okay, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! And part of the fun is being able to get off an FTK. Like, I don't know if you guys saw this, but in the TCG, I think it was a couple years ago now, someone topped a YCS with Exodia. And that was pretty cool. I don't think it was FTK Exodia. I could be wrong. But seeing Exodia topping a YCS is really cool. So it's not that FTKs shouldn't be allowed in the game. The problem is when we have a consistent FTK. A second ago on stream, I lost to the FTK. What if that was my COG rank up game? You know, there are probably some degenerates in Legend Rank right now playing the FTK and screwing people over out of their rank up games, and they're getting satisfaction from that. And the thing is, it's consistent enough to where they can do that and get away with that. To me, that's the problem. Consistent FTKs are just not healthy for any format.
Okay, let's move on to hero / Dragonic Contact, because let's be honest, Dragonic Contact is the issue. Well, the problem is that Hero is the clear best deck in the room. It is even better than previous best deck Predator Plants. And at the click of a yellow button, you get both free resources to beat your opponent over with, and insanely powerful bolt breakers like Armed Dragon level 10, Super Polymerization of course, which is a very well designed and balanced card to begin with, which means that this deck not only beats you super...
Your opponent cannot respond to your activation of Super Polymerization. That's already busted. Giving that to you for free is so ridiculously stupid. I don't know how that got past their board meeting.
Other solutions? I think first and foremost the skill should be addressed.
Without the skill, the deck is we're running Elemental Hero Neos. It's a jumbled mess of like Armed Dragon with Rainbow Dragon and all that. Without the skill, it's bad.
None of these cards would see competitive play otherwise, but...
Oh,
I
yeah.
also think...
See, exactly. Mekklord said it himself. These cards would never see competitive play without this stupid skill.
I think several nerfs are needed for this. First and foremost, make it so polymerization and the one-off super polymerization are set to your field instead of being added to your hand.
I want to be heavy-handed with this skill nerf. I don't think we should just set the poly and set the super poly. No, we should first of all force them to run poly in the deck. Yeah, you add the polymerization from outside your deck. You should just like have to run polymerization. Second of all, why are we giving them a free super poly anyway? I don't think that this is good skill design. Get rid of the super poly. It should be allowed in the deck, but it shouldn't be allowed in the skill.
Solution? Once again, you have to address the skill and the skill very...
Is this just like a broken record? Is this a broken record at this point? Nerf the skill. Why don't we stop releasing broken skills too?
And Sky Striker cards. Basically,
the Sky Striker is pretty degenerate. I see it. I see the vision. Honestly, when I learned about this, I kind of got excited because I like Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5. I mean, Speedroids are my favorite deck, but I played Pendulum Magician back in the day. Like back in 2016, I played Pendulum Magician and I went to my locals, had a good day. I ended up getting second. Well, I opened up my OTS pack and it had Ultimate Rare Masked Hero Darklaw. It's my favorite card. Back in the day, like some guy told me he would give me his entire binder if I gave him that Darklaw. I said, hell no, dude. He was trying to scam a kid. Anyway, I look at the price when I get home. It's like $500. I have a special place in my heart for the Arc 5 era. Pendulum Magicians are cool. I love Phantom Knights. I love Speedroids. So seeing a deck in Duel Links that kind of merges those two, especially because in the anime, Yugioh and Yugioh fuse. So it would make sense that their decks can also fuse. So I see it. But Sky Strikers are degenerate. For just doing this for a degenerate OTK, that is crazy. But yeah, I agree with you, Moonman. The old skills were good. Back when we had Beatdown. Beatdown used to be a broken skill. They had to nerf Beatdown. Or Balance. They had to nerf Balance. They had to nerf those skills. Dude, it sucks because I feel like we've just had so many bad metas back to back to back to back. I think that the skills are just getting too out of hand at this point. Stop giving us a free Pot of Greed. Like, Pot of Greed is banned in Yu-Gi-Oh! For a reason, for giving you a +1. A random +1 is insanely good in Yu-Gi-Oh! So being able to get a searchable Super Poly as a +1 is ridiculous. But, like, that seems to be commonplace in Duel Links. Like, that's crazy. If you'd like to support the channel, you can do so by clicking the first link in the description or shopping on TCG Player with my affiliate link. In 2025, I want to be more consistent with my uploads and get these videos out at least once a week. Lastly, I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will catch you in the next one.